Modifieds looks like this inside the front row out of Bloomfield. The 94 is Kirk Hopkins. Outside him from Mediapolis, the 2AC is Dustin Creer. Inside row number 2 from Liberty, Illinois, the 82M is Ryan Meyer. And outside from Galesburg, Illinois, the H7 is Dean McGee Sr. Inside row number 3 from Davenport, the 8 is Rich Smith. And outside him from Canton, Missouri, first time we've seen him in quite some time, the 2T is Bo Taylor. And there is Mr. Lehman in the 7. I'll get his name for you. Cody Lehman in the 7 tags the tail of heat race number 2. Again, Lehman scheduled to be a B mod, or a sport mod, excuse me. Did not meet the requirements, so he had to jump up to the A mod. And we are underway. Dustin Creer jumps out to the early race lead. Dean McGee Sr. going to try and follow him around the high side of Kirk Hopkins. He'll get the job done as they exit turn number 2. Now Dean McGee Sr. looking to the inside of Dustin Creer. They're side by side at the stripe. Creer had the race lead, but Dean McGee Sr. is going to slide up in front in turn 1 and 2, and then they're going to crisscross. Dustin Creer to the inside down the backstretch, but Dean McGee Sr. a good run. Gets on the gas a smidge earlier in turn 3, and he'll have the race lead with 2 laps in the book. Kirk Hopkins holds down the 3rd spot. Ryan Meyer in the 82M trying to find a way by. Rich Smith, your current points leader, on the outside of the invert looking in here as he's trying to reel in Ryan Meyer or Kirk Hopkins to get in the top 4 for the invert. Dean McGee Sr. still your race leader in the 8-7. The 2AC is Dustin Creer. He runs 2nd. Kirk Hopkins is still in 3rd. Ryan Meyer in 4th, and Rich Smith right there on his rear bumper as they work into turn number 3. 3 laps down this time by. A little bobble by Meyer, side by side for 4th. Rich Smith slides up in front of Meyer, cuts his momentum off, and he'll have the 4th spot. Now Rich Smith's going to try and slide up in front of Kirk Hopkins. It's not going to happen. Ryan Meyer tries to reel those 2 back in. Out front, it's still 1-2, McGee Sr. and Creer. Again, Rich Smith looks to the inside of Kirk Hopkins. Again, Kirk Hopkins uses that high side to hold on to the 3rd spot. White flag coming out this time by for Dean McGee Sr. 7 down, 1 to go. Dustin Creer still in 2nd, and Rich Smith has found his way to the 3rd spot. He's finally got around Kirk Hopkins. He's eased his tension a little bit, and here comes Ryan Meyer. He wants that final invert spot. He clips the tire down in turns 1 and 2. Checkers flags out for Dean McGee Sr. Battle for 4th. Here comes Bo Taylor as well. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Kirk Hopkins. So top 4 finish like this. Kirk Hopkins in the 94 is 4th. 3rd goes the 8 of Rich Smith. 2nd to the 2AC of Dustin Creer. Picking up the heat race win out of Galesburg, Illinois. Put your hands together for the driver of the H7, Dean McGee Sr. Your Miller Lite IMCA modified feature event lines up like this. Inside the front row out of Burlington, the 3D is Dustin Fenton. Outside of him from Bloomfield, the 94 is Kirk Hopkins. Inside row number 2 from Keokuk, the 47S is Brandon Savage. And outside from Donnellson, the 63 Rob Kirshner. Inside row number 3 from Mediapolis, the 2AC is Dustin Creer. And outside from Nyota, the 21 is Jeff Gearhart. Inside row number 4 from Galesburg, Illinois, the 8-7 is Dean McGee Sr. And outside from Augusta, Illinois, the 22 is Wyatt Lance. Inside row number 5 from Davenport, the 8 is Rich Smith. And from Raritan, Illinois, outside in the 33, Brandon Rosine. Inside row number 6 from Bloomfield, the 77L is Jim Lynch. And outside from Waukee, Iowa, the 22D is Daniel Hilzeback. Inside row number 7 from Muscatine, the 7M is Mike Weichert Jr. Outside from Liberty, Illinois, the 82M is Ryan Meyer. Inside row number 8 from Canton, Missouri, the 12 is Adam Burke, and outside from Donnellson, the X is Bill Seib. Inside row number 9 from Canton, Missouri, the 2T is Bo Taylor. Outside from Burlington, the 5R is Bill Roberts. Inside row number 10 from Ainsworth, the 7 is Cody Lehman. Outside from Burlington, the 58, Andy Krieger. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, here's your starting field for your Miller Lite IMCA Modified Feature Events. Yellow lights out. We're going to go green flag racing this time out of turn number 4. Fenton and Hopkins set the pace. We are underway. Three wide up front momentarily. Dustin Fenton and Kirk Hopkins still your race leaders as they race down the backstretch. Hopkins and Fenton get together. That allows Brandon Savage to slide up into the top spot as the field works to complete lap number 1. And then Savage is sideways and Rob Kirshner dives to the inside. Rob Kirshner, your new race leader, as they work down the backstretch. Brandon Savage tries to battle back though. He slides it into turn 3, a new race leader in lap 2. It's Rob Kirshner. Dustin, oh look at Brandon Rosine on the turn 2, what a run. He goes from about 8th up to 5th. Now he's going to try, oh look out. Man, they almost get together, Duquire and Rosine as they battle for 4th. Jeff Gerhardt sticks it to the inside as well. Gerhardt's going to try to get inside of Greer along with Rosine. Rosine's by. He moves up to 4th out front. Here comes Brandon Savage looking for Rob Kirshner's inside. He's not going to get it. Rob Kirshner's going to lead lap number 4. Cars off the pace in the back of the field thanks to Kirk Hopkins in the 94 who brings out the caution flag. He's the only car, I believe, stopped at the time the caution came out. Bo Taylor in the 2T having major difficulties over there as well in turn 2. 4 laps down, 16 to go. 4 down, 16 to go. Rob Kirshner, your race leader. Brandon Savage second, Dustin Fenton third, Brandon Rosine, Gerhardt, Creer. Then the 22D of Hilzebeck. Smith, Roberts, and Lance, and we're back underway. Green flag is in the air. Brandon Savage looking to the inside of Kirshner. No doing no. Brandon Rosine made quick work of Gerhardt. He's up to 3rd. Well, Gerhardt, I should say, made quick work along with Rosine of Fenton. Fenton's back to 5th. Rosine 1 second. He's to the inside of Brandon Savage. He'll have it as they complete lap number 5. 5 down, 15 to go, and it's still Rosine and Savage battling side by side. Rosine, Savage. Here comes Rob Kirshner, your race leader, and Rosine pushes up. Here comes Rich Smith as you look back through the field. Rich Smith up to the 5th. Rich Smith, he's got a bunch of second place finishes. He finished second last week as well. Now Brandon Savage and Brandon Rosine still doing battle on a big time melee up in turns 1 and 3 and 4. As the caution comes out, and there's about 7 of them tangled up down there. Rob Kirshner leads them to the green. We're back underway. Andy Krieger comes to a stop on the back stretch. May have been trying to tell him that the 3D had a flat right rear tire. I'm not real sure. The yellow light's going to blink. We're going to go green flag racing, this time out of turn number 4. Because that was what Andy Krieger was trying to tell him, was that Dustin Fenton had a flat right rear tire. So we'll go green flag racing out of turn number 4. Rob Kirshner, Brandon Savage, Brandon Rosine, Jeff Gerhardt, Rich Smith lead him to the line. The pace being set by your race leader, Rob Kirshner. We are back underway. 6 down, 14 to go. Whoa, a big hop and a skip for Jim Lynch in the 77L, but he gathers it back up. Rob Kirshner, still your race leader in the 63. Brandon Savage and Brandon Rosine kind of battling amongst themselves. Dustin Creer, a bit of a bobble. He'll lose a spot to Bill Roberts Jr. in the 5Rs. He makes a good run up through the field now. He's up to the 6th spot. Rich Smith uses the high line to get around Jeff Gerhardt as he's up to 4th. And they're side by side for 2nd, right on the rear bumper of Rob Kirshner, Savage, and Rosine. It's a 3-car battle up front. Brandon Savage goes to the high side. He's trying to work for the race leader on the outside of Rob Kirshner. Kirshner's going to hold him off. 9 laps down, 11 to go. 9 laps down, 11 to go for Rob Kirshner. He slides up. Rosine looks to the inside now, pushes it back to the outside. A new race leader down the backstretch, Brandon Savage. Here comes Rich Smith to make it a 4-car battle. A new race leader, Brandon Savage, with 10 laps down. Brandon Rosine finds his way around Rob Kirshner, and here comes Rich Smith as well. But Brandon Savage has opened up a lead now out front. And here comes Jim Lynch in a 77L as well. He's up to the 5th spot, riding the rim on the high side. Jim Lynch is around the outside of Rob Kirshner. He wants the 4th spot down the backstretch. Now as Rich Smith and Rosine have set sail, trying to reel in the race leader, Brandon Savage. Jim Lynch is up to 4th. Brandon Savage cuts down in front of Rich Smith off of turn number 2, and Jim Smith's outside. Jim Lynch, he gets pushed up into the guardrail. Rich Smith gets into the back of Brandon Savage, or Brandon Rosine, and he goes around. A little contact there, I'm not sure through her or what happened. 33 all by himself, it just looked like a little help from Rich Smith, I guess. The yellow lights out, lineup is correct. We'll go green flag racing out of turn number 4. Next time by Brandon Savage, your race leader. Rich Smith 2nd, Jim Lynch 3rd. Rob Kirshner and Jeff Gerhardt round out the top 5. The next 5 look like Bill Roberts, Dean McGee Sr., Adam Burke, Dustin Creer, and Andy Krieger. Ryan Meyer, Mike Weichert Jr., Kirk Hopkins, and then Brandon Rosine, the final 14 cars on the racetrack. Brandon Savage sets the pace. Look for the green flag. We are underway. Brandon Savage, a good run through turns 1 and 2 as he opens up a nice advantage down the backstretch. But Rich Smith reels him right back into turn 1. Rich Smith looking for the race lead. Brandon Savage trying to hold him off, and here comes Jim Lynch. A battle for 3 cars for the top spot. Jim Lynch has the 2nd spot into turn 3. Brandon Savage slides up though. Rich Smith is going to try to hold the low line. He will. He'll still have 2nd with 14 laps down. through the middle of the turn 2. He's up to second inside of Brandon Savage, a new race leader. We can hold it through 3 and 4. Jim Lynch going to be your race leader with 15 down. He's going to stick that puppy to the high side and let it eat. He's flown through the field upstairs, and it's working here. Oh, he's up into the cushion, almost to the guardrail, but he gathers it back in. 4 laps to go. What a move off of turn 2 to get the race lead. Now if he can just keep it off the guardrails, he works that cushion through 3 and 4. 3 laps to go for Jim Lynch. That time he's up into the guardrail in turn 1. He gets back on the gas, but here comes Brandon Savage. Rich Smith is there as well. He's riding a fine line up there as Jim Lynch, and he gets back on it, and 2 laps to go. He'll have the race lead. Look at the right rear quarter panel on that machine. It's all kinds of mangled up, but he goes right back to the cushion. Out of turn 2, his biggest lead thus far, and there goes Brandon Savage inside of Rich Smith for second. A white flag coming out this time by for Jim Lynch. Rich Smith looks to the inside, yellow lights out for Kirk Hopkins over in turn 2. Man, oh man. I don't know what it is about 77s and Lee County Speedway, but they seem to like the high side, and they tend to like the guardrail a little bit occasionally as well. But Jim Lynch just tore the right rear quarter panel of that car off, but the tires stayed up, and he is flying around the high side. 2 laps to go. The caution light comes out for Kirk Hopkins. Another green-white checkered finish, this time for the Miller Lite IMCA Modified. Yellow lights out, we'll go green flag racing. It's Lynch, Smith, Savage, Roberts, and Kirshner, the top 5. Green flags in the air, we're back underway. Kirshner and Gerhardt get together. Dean McGee Sr., oh look out, Brandon Savage almost nose long into the wall, but he gathers it back up. Dean McGee Sr.'s up to the 4th spot. What a run for the Galesburg driver. White flag in the air for Jim Lynch. Jim Lynch, if he can keep it off the guardrail one more time through 3 and 4. He's up on the cushion, it bounces, it comes down. Off of turn number 4, your feature winner, Jim Lynch. Man, oh man, a shake-up throughout the field. I'm not even going to begin to tell you who finished after the top 5, but I believe Rob Kirshner in the 63 is 5th. 4th goes to the H7 of Dean McGee Sr. 3rd, a great run for the 5R of Bill Roberts. 2nd, another 2nd place finish for the 8 of Rich Smith. And picking up the feature win, driving the 77L out of Bloomfield. Put your hands together for Jim Lynch.
Jim, heck of a run here for you tonight. I know you're just climbing out of the race car. I hope you left some of my guardrails standing up there.
I hit her on every corner, I think. The track was kind of brutal up there, but I knew I had to go there to get through, so that's where we put it.
I knew when it was raining a little bit hot last, we were working it up, trying to pack it down, and that's just one of them nights where you get a huge cushion up on top. Some guys use it as an advantage, but once you slip over the edge, it's hard to get back.
Yeah, it is. You get over that little hump there, and you're going to suck right in the guardrail, but we bumped a little bit coming up through there, but other than that, it's a pretty good, clean race, I think, so we made it, I guess.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Jimmy Lynch in victory lane.